Refractories. Introduction. The word refractory implies resistant to melting or fusion. Refractory refers to those materials which are used to withstand the effect of thermal, chemical, and physical effects that are not met with in furnace procedures. Whenever high temperatures are involved, as in furnace and electrical heating apparatus, the refractories provide the linings, supports, and other filaments. Thus, refractories are those materials which are used for the construction of furnaces, kilns, ovens, crucibles, retorts, etc., on account of the resistance to heat when they are subjected to the cutting action of flue gases, sudden changes in temperature, and to influence of slags. Refractories are sold in the form of bricks, silica, magnesite, chromite bricks, silicon carbide, and zirconia refractories, etc. The fluxes required for binding together the particles of the refractories are kept at a minimum in order to reduce vitrification. Classification of refractories. Refractories can be classified into three types on the basis of chemical nature: acidic refractories, basic refractories, and neutral refractories. Acidic refractories are those which are made of clay silica mixtures, and of pure silica. Examples are silica bricks, fire clay bricks, etc. Clay is generally used in the form of fire clay, and silica is used in the form of flint, quartz, sandstone, etc. Fire clay refractories is the chief constituent of which is the silicate mineral. Basic refractories are those which contain a large proportion of lime or magnesia or a mixture of these bases or other metal oxides. Examples are magnesite bricks, bauxite bricks, etc. Third are the neutral refractories. They are those in which the neutral products are formed of certain aluminium silicates which contain more alumina than pure clay. Examples are chromite bricks, silicon carbide, graphite, etc. Classification based on refractoriness. Refractoriness is the capacity of a material to withstand the heat without appreciable deformation or softening under particular conditions, and it is measured generally as the softening or melting temperature of the material. Refractory materials generally do not have sharp fusion temperatures because they are a mixture of various metallic oxides and other substances. Clay bricks are also classified according to the alumina contents and refractoriness. Now, refractoriness includes all materials of pyrometric cone equivalent greater than 26. Pyrometric cone equivalent is a measure of refractoriness of raw ceramic materials, mixtures, or products. It is calculated by comparison with mixtures of known properties, that is, pyrometric cones, which are heat work recorders. Refractoriness can be classified into four types on the basis of refractoriness, as shown in the table. This classification is on the basis of pyrometric cone equivalent. Now, it is a common practice to determine the softening temperature rather than the fusion temperature. The softening temperature of refractory materials is determined by making use of pyrometric cones, also known as Seeger-Cones test. A material can only be used as a refractory if its softening temperature is much higher than the operating temperature of the furnace where it has to be used. The inner refractory lining in a furnace is at a much higher temperature than the outer lining. Hence, unless the refractory melts away completely, it can be regarded to withstand a temperature higher than its softening temperature, since the outer end of the refractory lies at a lower temperature and remains in solid state and provides the necessary strength. Refractoriness is expressed in terms of pyrometric cone equivalent, and it is determined by comparing the behavior of heat on cone of material to be tested with that of a series of cones of standard dimensions. These cones are pyramidal in shape and have a height of 38 millimeters with a triangular base with 19 millimeter long sides. They are allowed to heat under standard conditions of 10 degrees centigrade per minute, as a result of which they undergo fusion at a definite temperature. This temperature at which fusion or softening of the test cone takes place is shown by its apex touching the base. The pyrometric cone equivalent of the given refractory may be regarded as the number of standard cones which fuse with the test cone. A refractory material should also possess high mechanical strength so that it may bear maximum possible load without breaking. Refractoriness under load, also referred to as RUL. It is generally performed by applying a constant load of 1.75 kilograms per square centimeter to a specimen of refractory 5 square centimeter and 75 centimeter high and heating in a carbon resistance furnace at the rate of 10 degrees centigrade per minute. Refractoriness under load is the temperature at which 10% deformation in the refractory occurs. In most cases, refractories are used under compressive load. However, they have also been subjected to tension or stress.